Good morning, everyone. Good morning. The doctor is in. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. Good morning. We got a good one this morning, folks. We got a good one. We're gonna cover some interesting things. What's his name? I always want to call him Eric. Edward, old Eddie Snowden, had some interesting things to say. Kind of, not too much being said when it comes to crypto lately that really makes me think, But this one, this one piqued my interest a little bit. So we're going to cover it, be a little bit more professional today. Cover some things in crypto other than just crap or quickly move on because we're disgusted. I will say the one thing in crypto that's been really interesting, fuzzy on my shirt. One thing that's been interesting in crypto the last 24 hours is people already saying bull run delay to November. Or seen at least a few people say, "Oh, bull run's not going to happen until November now." We're one day in October and people are freaking out. We're already coping. They're already coping, calling for November. All right, let's get into the stock market. Ding, 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 ding. A ding, a ding, ding. A ding, a ding. I see a lot of red. What's causing the stock market crash? Probably all the missiles. All the missiles in Iran launching missiles hitting Israel. Apparently, I don't know if you guys seen the video. Quite a few missiles hit. I don't know what city that was in. Anyone? Bueller. But apparently no one has been injured or died. I don't know how that's possible. Them things were hitting, look like inside a city. Jason in the house. Yeah, the strike's not going to help. Yeah, I don't. You see those videos, bro? Like, I don't know how people didn't get injured or died. And Iran's like, all right, that's our retaliation. We're good. We're good now. Can we just stop? Unfortunately, Israel's not a we're going to stop kind of guy. Yeah, coming down like rain. They seem like they're really slow moving. You have to assume those are from Russia too, right? No, I don't know. Russia's got their hands full with Ukraine, so I don't know how many missiles they got. Are those like just old missiles that, I have no idea, but it's I would love to know more. Unfortunately, I get most of my news from Twitter and it's mostly just fear mongering. Excuse me. My allergies are in overdrive. Russia's supplying Iranians with that. They're not, those weren't hypersonic, bro. Those things were falling out of the sky like wounded ducks. Those were like old ass missiles. I don't know, like missiles Russia was never going to use, and they're just like, here you go, I guess. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm by no means any type of authority on this. You got your boy Meet Kevin going live, fear mongering. Oh, World War III's coming. None of these missiles better hit, or it's World War III. I have news for Meet Kevin. Some of them hit. Can it lead to World War III? Maybe. I mean, World War III, even if World War III were to happen, which I hope not, it's just going to be a proxy war fought in the Middle East. We're just going to use the Middle East as a battleground, give the United States a reason to use some shit. So we'll go in and invade with a bunch of like tanks and a bunch of our military equipment and then leave it behind for whoever comes in later, making it like, is that the machine? We go in and invade Iraq and then we just leave a bunch of shit behind and then terrorists come in and repurpose it and that just keeps the machine well oiled. Israel was telling people not to post any footage. Yeah, because does Israel not want to like, do they just want to say no one dies so they don't have to retaliate? But if someone dies, they're going to have to? Invest in war stocks? Man, that ship's already sailed, bro. Israel doesn't want us to know the extent. I mean, maybe the common people. All right, E-mini S&P down 30. JT in the house. How you doing, brother? NASDAQ down 71. The downward dog continues. How you doing, JT? Did the floods hit you at all? All right. Crude oil up to 40. Crude oil going up because Iran supplies us like 10% of the oil. Tesla getting killed. I mean, who's not getting killed? I think Tesla was holding up pretty good, I thought. Oh, Tesla's getting destroyed today. Down $9. I mean, my Coinbase getting destroyed. How's Nvidia doing? Nvidia down 72 cents. Did the floods affect you at all, JT? Or were you able to escape that? Is your warehouse underwater? Oh, hell yeah. Good to hear. Seen some pretty ugly footage of North Carolina. Bonds down a point. You know what they say, bonds go down, rates go up. Bonds go down, rates don't get cut. A lot of people are talking about another 50 BP hike, like next meeting. Seems a bit drastic. You're on the East Coast? Is it the West Coast that's getting flooded? Inland? Is it only inland? You would think being near the ocean would be bad. I don't really know, like, what part of the state's getting flooded. I just know I've seen some pretty ugly footage. I don't know why anyone would want to live in where hurricanes hit, especially going forward. That shit's just going to be never ending. There's like another big one off the coast right now, isn't there? Like, who wants to deal with that shit nonstop? Every hurricane season. It's not for me. Like, I think I would love to live in like certain areas there. Like Florida would be pretty amazing, except for hurricanes, mosquitoes, crocodiles, boas. The boa constrictor, like boa constrictors slither down the sidewalks like dogs where I live now. You know what I'm saying? And alligators. Alligators are just roaming free down the streets. Kids are getting chopped up, like 3 or 4 kids a day getting eaten by alligators. All right, are we done with the stock market? Even Apple's down. Jason posting some, how's Meta doing? Meta down 6. Jason posted kind of a read between the lines in the Discord. Be sure to join the Discord. Be sure to follow me at Nostradamus on Twitter. Discord link down below. Guaranteed to get a lot of Charles Hoskinson spam. Now we're trusting China. No thanks. Yeah, bro. China's got some smart doctors. China's cured type 1 and type 2 diabetes with stem cells taken from the babies from the baby factory of the what are those people that drink the blood of babies throughout Hollywood? Anyway, I meant to talk about this meta post Jason put. Where was that? Random? Yeah, this guy right here is crazy. The guy doing the dock worker strike. I'm hoping this don't last too long. I watched this video. Those Meta Orion AR glasses look lame. Yeah, they do kind of look like... What was this guy's name in Revenge of the Nerds? I watched a video on it. They seem like they're pretty cool, but they're kind of thick and they're too expensive to make right now. This guy wearing a gold chain. Expensive ass glasses. Apparently he makes like $900,000 a year. He's going to try and cripple the economy. Got ties to the mob. The pharmaceutical companies don't want the stem cell therapy. Yeah, because it takes away from their drug sales. I mean, this right here is why curing diabetes is not good for drug companies. Drug companies don't want cures. They want you to take medicines, bro. So instead of taking my expensive ass Jardians, that they overcharge like crazy in the United States to subsidize the rest of the world. There's so many things that need fixed. That's why you should vote for me as president. I would fix this shit, bro. You know, I complain about this, but my doctor makes me go I have to go every 90 days and they won't refill my prescription. I'm going to call probably today to make an appointment. I might not even be able to get in for like 6 weeks. So my prescription can lapse. But 4 times every 90 days, bro. Like tell me that's not manufacturing income and putting a further strain on the insurance system, because I just pay like a $10 copay, $15 copay. That shit gets charged to the game. I mean, I only get charged a $10 copay, but my insurance premiums go up, and everyone's insurance premiums go up over this shit. Drug companies charging too much in the United States. There's plenty of examples of where one drug costs like $1,500 in the United States and $7 in Zimbabwe. Waste of time. What's a waste of time? Going to the doctor 4 times a year? Yes. That's what you're talking about. Like once every 6 months I'm okay with. Dan A in the house. My premiums went 6 over. I don't think my healthcare has gone up that much. My house insurance has gone up a decent amount, and I'm not even in a. Oh, I guess probably the wildfires ain't helping. Yeah, it's lame, bro. It's freaking lame. Once every 6. It used to be like once a year. You know, doctors were like, you should come in for your yearly checkup. It used to be called a yearly checkup, bro. Now every 90 days. And if that's for everyone, like I get it if you were. There's certain people that maybe you should check on them every 90 days. And my health ain't the greatest, you know, diabetes and a few other issues, but every 90 days, bro, like I literally just go in and say, hey, yeah, refill my prescription, dick. And the thing that was annoying is they give me a 90-day, but no refills. I'm going to see if I can get him to put, hey, buddy, can you give me like at least one refill? And I want to see what he says. I hate the fact that they manufacture shit like that. They're billing the shit. Yeah, the insurance is getting it. Like if you're cash pay, explain this to me. If you're a cash pay customer, it's less. They give you, oh, you can't, well, I mean, I guess you have to have insurance now, right? Is cash pay even a thing anymore? Because you have to have Obamacare. If you don't, you have to prove you have insurance and you go to jail. Isn't it something like that now? But it used to be you could pay cash if you didn't have insurance or you didn't really have insurance, and it would be like $50 or some shit versus like 400. You know, they charge you $50 just to check your blood pressure. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's required. I think everyone should have insurance. I'm not saying the system's perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, but that's capitalism, guys. Everything's a business. Everything's about making money. Everything's the dollar's the bottom line, and that's one of the downfalls of our society that we'll probably never overcome. It's going to prevent us from becoming a type 1 civilization. What type of civilization do you have to be where money no longer becomes an issue? Is money still a thing in type 1 civilization? Some people have told me that Bitcoin's the kind of currency you need to be a type 1 civilization. Is it type 2 where money's no longer a thing? Let's see. Is it the Kardashev? When is money eliminated? Are we a type? Yeah, we're around 0.7, but the 0.7 of 1.0 is a long way. Listen, I want to know in currency. Kardashev decided to use energy consumption. I don't know. Humans are greedy by nature. We'll probably never eliminate it. I agree, but there were better out-of-pocket options. Wouldn't it balance things out a little bit more? Maybe. Student loan payments are due. No more holding it off. Shit is coming home to roost right now. The credit card debt statistics. Yeah, the credit card debt's really at all-time highs right now. Is my understanding. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have credit card debt, bros. Like, I can't recommend that enough. Like, don't get me on a rant on what you need to do to get rich. And it starts by investing in yourself. Get yourself the skills to make disposable income. The keys to success. Get yourself the skills and work hard. Unfortunately, the work hard is what gets most people. Most people try to get shortcuts, but you got to work hard. You got to grind it out. You got to put in the time, and you got to watch your expenses. You got to work hard, try to spend frugal, try to be a minimalist. Don't buy shit all the time to fill the void in your heart. Items don't bring you happiness. Don't get into credit card debt. Like, I know there's people that get into credit card debt and they can't really help it, but you should do everything you can. And it's certain, like, I know I've had to declare bankruptcy in the past because I made all those mistakes. And I know other people on the channel have mentioned it, that they've declared bankruptcy. And there's probably going to be a lot of people that have to go through that. I forget. It was like chapter 13 or some shit. I don't remember, bro. But 7 years of rebuilding my credit and still not pulling my head out of my ass. I still spent money like a freaking dumbass, buying shit all the time. I did the part where I improved my skills and made more money and made more money and made more money, but I still would buy guitars, expensive ass guitars, and I'd had to have Xboxes in every room and fucking TVs in every room. Look at me, you got me dropping F-bombs. And just shit all the time, little knickknacks and computers and blah, blah, blah. Just wasting money like crazy. Pain in the ass? Yeah, it's not a pain in the ass to get out of bankruptcy. It just takes patience. It just takes about 7 to 10 years. It might be more like 10 now. They might penalize you more, but you don't have credit cards. Tell you that. And then you'll get your credit back, and then it comes off your record after like 7 and 10 years. So if you do it when you're young, but if you're in your like 40s or 50s, it took you 10 years. It took me like 7, I think, for most of it. All right, let's move on. That was a stock market with a little bit of ramble time. Let's get into crypto. Crypto. They start giving high. Yeah. When you get credit cards, they're freaking high interest. You got to build that because your credit score will be in the toilet. So you got to build your credit up. So it is. That's a good point there. It took a while to build my credit up. But I was young, dumb, and full of bubble gum. All right, Bitcoin trying to make a little bit of a comeback. Currently at 61.2, making a little bit of move. Is the stock market trying to turn around? E-mini S&P down 15. What was it down earlier? I don't even remember. NASDAQ down 60. I was just in auto drive mode. I was in full self-driving mode when I read what things were. All right, so what is today? Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. We started the day at like 60. Last week we were at 66,000. Then Monday we plummeted. I think Monday was just the threat of war. And then Tuesday was war. I've seen a couple people recently post that this isn't happening because of war. I'm like, it ain't helping. What else ain't helping is everyone's loading the boat with longs, thinking October's gonna day 1 October we're just gonna blast through the roof. So what's smart money gonna do? They're gonna take your money, bro. They know all you dumbass retailers are gonna go in with 100x longs and some tight stop losses. They're gonna come in and wreck you, and they're gonna trigger a stop loss cascade. Way to go, dummy. All right, Bitcoin went all the way. We lost the bull market support band. We went all the way down and touched and held the 200. No, I'm sorry, the inverted 20. No, I'm sorry, the inverted 50. Shit's moving because the 20 crossed. So now we got to come back up and we got to flip these things back up. Bitcoin did pump all the way back up to 62,000 today already. I missed that. We're at 61.4. We'll have to see how this plays out. We're right at the bottom of the bull market support band, and we're currently holding above it right now. DFK's on Metis now. Who's our Metis guy? Isn't that our trades? We're going to be rich. Jason's about to get banned from the channel for life. We're getting my hopes up. Where's Jewel? Is Jewel no longer on here? I could have sworn I had it on here. Jewel. It's actually had a nice little pump. I mean, we're a long ways away from the Good old days. That shit had 82 cents. I don't have that much, Jewel, but only the Coliseum. So you have to, is there a bridge? Like, is Jewel even on Harmony 1 at all anymore? Is it all just DFK chain? Aren't they on like some other shit chain? Starts with a K or something. Clayton? Garbage ass chain. I wonder when the last time George talked about DFK was. All right, Ethereum at 2,400. Cardano at 35 cents. Alt's getting hit kind of hard. Ondo 71 cents. Solana at 146. We're going to talk about Solana today. A lot of Solana people coping after this Edward Snowden business. Stacks at $1.75. Probably a decent buying opportunity if you believe the bull run's going to come. One last shot. You have to bridge Heroes over to Metis if you want to play it. Yeah, I can tell you right now, I ain't going to be doing that shit. All right, that's crypto. We'll watch. Let's get serious, guys. Let's talk about Edward Snowden, the problem with Bitcoin, and does he low-key love Cardano? Snowden, this was very interesting to me. So this was a good, I'll put this in the description down below so you can watch the whole thing if you want. But first he's going to talk about Bitcoin, and this is going to be really interesting for Cardano, and I'll explain why. Yeah, Snowden took a dump on Solana for sure. I need our trades and Chris here for some heavy cope.
In our community. I saw this recently, and I don't want to be unfair to Sailor, but be contrary to his point here, because I haven't followed it closely. But I saw someone digging up old quotes here, and they were saying, I'll read this.
Ricky in the house.
That we don't need to talk about like the anarchist angles of Bitcoin. We don't want to talk about privacy. We don't want to talk about the uninterceptable design. We don't want to talk about.
So privacy is going to be a big thing here, bro.
About the fact that no one can silence it, no one can stop it, because that's going to make billionaires uncomfortable. And they want to be investing in something. They want it to be regulated. They want it to be controlled. They want it to be something that works for them. And I think that's absolutely wrong. We need to talk about the rules and values of the system, the crypto part of cryptocurrency. That's what makes it special. I don't care if it makes billionaires uncomfortable. I don't care if it makes JP Morgan slower to allocate. They don't get a vote. Because frankly, they're coming along on this ride, whether
they don't get a vote. I don't know about that, buddy. JP Morgan, that's the thing. Yeah, JP Morgan's coming along. But I mean, your JP Morgans and your BlackRocks, they know how to separate dummies from the most valuable items in the world and how to make money off of you. I don't say this often, but I have said it a decent amount lately. I am becoming a bit of a Bitcoin maxi. And you want to be accumulating Bitcoin and holding on to it for sure. I don't know what you need to figure out what you want to allocate and how much. Like, Like, do I think Bitcoin's going to be cheaper than what it is sometime between now and the future? Yeah. I think if the pattern continues, there'll probably be a bull market. And there'll probably be a huge pullback. So you have to figure out your strategy. Do you just want to buy and hold, DCA, buy and hold? Like if I were buying Bitcoin now, which I'm not, I've already got enough for now, and I'll wait for the bear market. I'll wait for my alts to pump and then buy it in the bear market for cheap. Maybe, maybe you say, okay, I got $100 a month I can buy Bitcoin with. But 50, these are just ideas. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You put 50 in a month now, you put 50 in a savings account. And then you buy, and then maybe Bitcoin takes a huge shit, and you have like a bunch saved up in your savings that you allocated to buy Bitcoin for cheap, and then you write it back up. If you're young, dumb, and full of bubble gum, invest, bro. Like if you have disposable income, you don't have credit card debt, you don't spend a bunch of money on dumb shit. You have money, put $20 a month into Bitcoin and forget about it. Every month. Go mow a lawn. Go rake some leaves. Go clean a gutter. Go put pumpkins up for Halloween. Right? If you're young and you have the ability to like grind it out for a couple years, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, side hustles, accumulate, bro. That's all I can tell you.
They like it or not. The dollar is done. Nothing stops this train, as Lynn Alden says it. Debasement is baked into our models. We see what's happening with the percentage of currency issuance, the deficit spending. It might not happen this year. It might not happen next year. It might not happen in 5 years. But it's very clear looking at the progress of history where these things end. We are in the age of paper, but it is on the decline. It is coming to the end. It's not about any flag. It's about the method.
No, I think that's very important what he just said, and this is my belief. It's not about any flag, right? Eventually, look, I don't know when it's going to happen, but eventually Bitcoin probably will rise to the top, and it will be global. It's not going to be China. It's not going to be the yuan. It's not going to be the US dollar. It's going to likely be global. But big money like BlackRock, and if JP Morgan's and your MicroStrategies hold most of it, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out, to be quite honest.
It's what the system is built on. There is no basis here, no strong foundation. So we as a community need to focus on keeping alive the thing that made our currency prosper, where all the others have failed. Less comfortably, I think it also means recognizing that a lot of altcoin activity doesn't serve much purpose in the crypto space.
Did you hear that? Now, I've been saying this a lot lately. Me and Eddie need to hang out. Most of the altcoin, what do I say all the time? These altcoin narratives, I don't pay attention to any of them anymore until someone shows me the money, shows me that they're actually doing something. And we're going to touch on this again, trust me, later on as we listen to Snowden shit on Solana and things I've been saying for a long time. But it's in general. This isn't just Solana. This is all, like most altcoins in general are a fudging scam. But even the ones that aren't a scam, they might be a scam, right? Like Solana. Cardano, I don't think Cardano's a scam, but they might not succeed. Like there's visions on Cardano, but is it truly ever going to be a layer 1 of the future? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's not guaranteed. I'll tell you that.
frankly, beyond the dilution of the broader crypto monetary base. Not all of it, certainly. There are some good projects out there, but every single one of you in the audience
Ricky, I hope that's a joke.
can call to an example to mind where you would agree that even if we dress it up nice, it is just the scammiest form of rug lying in wait that you can imagine. And it's happening again and again and again and again.
Now he's talking about how scammy, certain coins are right now. He might mention a name later, bro.
People are seeing it like gambling. Okay. Maybe it's like a lottery. Okay. But think about the systemic effect that this is having. If it's not cordoned off, if it's not sort of the toxic waste, everyone recognizes it for what it is. And a lot of people don't. I think people are wising up as a community more broadly, but there's more participants, right? There's a new sucker born every day, as they say. And we shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be exploiting suckers. We should be building a new world because we're already there. And with the old system, right, when the government robs you, at least you can look at the road. Oh, maybe I helped build that. If this community is instead just merely buying some, useless jackass and even more useless expensive watch, which system is better?
Oh, I missed that before. He just kind of shit on Trump.
We need to be able to answer that as we occupy a more prominent place in the world. We have to do better if we want to live better. So with that, I just say, look, we need to focus on not being a part of the problem. We have an extraordinary opportunity here. We have changed the world in so many ways, and the world is coming around to listen. They are beginning to buy in. They are beginning to participate. They see the value, and we don't even have to argue it anymore. We have a responsibility to be good stewards of the moment in history that has been created by us, for us, and that we will pass to others. And this is to say, when you look at everything happening, when you look at the desperation for a new control over speech, when you look at the rise of these new disruptive technologies of modernity, such as AI, the way it's evolving, it can be great for us. It can also be very terrible for us. It depends on who is holding the levers of power and how we decentralize them. When you look at the new ways consumer electronics are being turned against us, from how they used to be in small individual targeted cases to now mass broadcast level cases. And you see leaders in our space trying to reject our old traditions, the ones that are valuable, the ones that created the space. I think the lessons are clear. And this is to say that we should defy bureaucracy. We should reject modernity, embrace tradition, and you'll save the world. That's all we have to do. Thank you. Let's go to a question or two.
I don't know. Somewhere in there, he talked about how, or he did a little bit. I thought he talked about it more, but he talked about how privacy is an issue on Bitcoin and people aren't going to use it. That might have been earlier in the broadcast. But anyway, so he talked about that. That's one of Bitcoin's biggest problems is it has a privacy issue. So obviously Cardano, midnight, right? Is Snowden low-key going to end up liking Cardano and midnight because it solves that problem? It'll be interesting to see if something like that plays out in the future. But let's move on to Solana is a scam. And he did touch a little bit on about how ugly and filthy and gambling and garbage things are.
In the audience, much better qualified to answer that than I do, than I am. I mean, when you look back at the Bitcoin white paper, I think what you see is an adversarial approach to the system, and that's really what you have to be considering. A lot of people, and I don't want to.
This might be where he talks about that, but let me find the
name names, but
name names.
Because if anybody puts anything, ideas, and they're just going, well, what if we just centralized everything? It'll be faster. It'll be
this
more
was
efficient.
Actually it.
Are taking good ideas approach to the system. And that's really what you have to be
Chris
considering.
in the house.
A lot of people,
I'm glad you're here. I want to hear the Solana copium.
you know, I don't want to name names, but Solana are taking good, you know, I don't want to name names,
I don't want to name names.
but Solana.
Oh, the Solana people are up in arms right now. They probably love Snowden, and now they're coping and panicking, scrambling like the roaches.
Are taking good ideas, and they're just going, well.
And I've been saying this a lot lately, bro. To much of the dismay that Solana is garbage right now. The only thing happening over there is memes and scams and memes and scams and memes and scams. They've been lying about transactions. A lot of people are, the Solana cope is he doesn't really prove that it's centralized.
Well, what if we just centralized everything? It'll be faster, it'll be more efficient, it'll be cheaper. And yeah, sure, it is. You're right. But nobody's using it, but for like meme coins and scams, because of anybody.
That's it. And I'm disgusted that they brought that over to Cardano, to be quite honest.
Puts anything significant on it, and then all the states begin moving.
And when I say they, I don't mean Solana. I just mean the greedy fucks on Cardano.
Towards it. It's going to be a system that has levers that people can simply just take from you. You have to be thinking for the adversarial case, as opposed to the convenient, easy, early case. I mean, that's uncomfortable for like a lot of these founder mode people who are like, oh no, we need the minimum viable product, this, that, and the other. Sure, if you're trying to get rich, that'll work. And, you know, a lot of people have demonstrated that. They'll continue to do that. But
if you're trying to get rich, does that feel like what the people on Solana are doing? Yes. Look, hold on. Calm down. There's plenty of people on Cardano pulling the same shit. Melon, Avatar Nick.
If you want something that will last, you have to engineer it to last. And that means
if you want something to last, you got to engineer it to last. At least Cardano is doing that, right? Or at least they're leading us to believe that they're engineering it to last. You know, earlier he shit on Lightning Network too and how that doesn't work. Hydra, is Hydra going to work? You know? Anyway, I've said quite often, even though Charles has become a little bit more hard to stomach over time, I do think at least, you know, he does some things very well. He steers a good ship. They're working on great technology. They have great engineers. Their system's a little slow and full of red tape like a government. I don't know how I feel about the whole governance in general. I mean, like I've said, it's a little weird to me that they're basically building a government. They're anti-government, but they're building a government. I mean, isn't it just a little bit of same shit, different day? Eventually, D-Rep's going to become corrupt, whether it's via getting paid or incentivized or, you know, promotions. Are they really going to make decisions for the goodness of the chain, people in general? Or are they going to make decisions to make it go up? History tells me that people in general are going to make decisions on whatever makes the token go up the quickest, not whatever is necessarily the greatest thing for the chain in the future. And, you know, I kind of can't blame anyone for wanting the token to go up. Like, crypto's, that's the whole weird thing. Like, don't get me started on how Charles doesn't care about the price of ADA. Like, why be in ADA? Like, why give your money to this risky asset unless it's a charity? Crypto doesn't feel like a charity to me. I mean, it's not a charity to me. I'm not giving money to ADA or Solana as a charity. And I'm trying to make money, you know? Did you watch the date last night at all? You mean, debate? No. Now, who won the debate? I've seen a lot of Twitter opinions. Let's move on to Ramble Time, guys. But I'll put a post to this down below if you want to watch the whole thing. It is really good. Do I agree with Snowden? About him calling Solana centralized? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. I definitely agree with him on that being a shit chain that people do nothing but meme coins and scam your money out of. I know Chris and R Trades love me for that. Centralized, whether something's centralized or not, is really open to interpretations because there's a lot of different ways that something can be centralized. It was a love fest debate. The one narrative I kind of saw about the debate is like, it's too bad these two aren't the ones running for president instead of Kamala and Trump. Any longer, those two would have had their D's in each. Oh, were they saying good things about each other? Obviously, I see the right wing people saying JD Vance won, and the lefties saying Waltz was saying magical things. In general, I mean, Twitter is a little bit pro-right, so I think most people on Twitter were saying JD Vance won. All right, Bitcoin at 61.5, trying to make some moves. They actually debated the issues. I saw one person saying he was obviously... Oh, this is funny. He has to wear the mascot for the Texas.
Now that's a big red mustache
Raiders
right there.
'cause
Andy would be
they
proud.
lost
Andy would
Cincinnati.
be proud of this.
It would have been better because if Cincinnati would have beat Texas Tech, Mahomes would have had to wear the Cincinnati mascot during the entire post-game interview. Ooh, Dwayne Bowe. That's pretty cool. I wonder does he live in KC, I wonder? Yeah, are you ready to come out of retirement, brother? We might need you. BTC trying to confirm a 1 hour bottom. Let's go, baby. They both had to kiss their running mate's ass, but otherwise it was a good debate. Yeah, someone was saying on Twitter, like I said, that Ling's right, that Waltz was blaming everything on Trump and JD Vance actually debated the issues. I don't know if that's true or not. Here we go. Right-leaning Twitter. JD Vance was an assassin and Waltz was a break dancer from Australia. Australia, mate. The Chiefs are now like high up in the odds to get Devontae Adams, according to someone recently. I don't know how that's true. There's no shot the Raiders are going to trade Devontae Adams to the Chiefs. Whoever you're supporting won? Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't even know if I could watch the debate and then be like, not at least, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm brain farting hard. You know, leaning towards wanting JD Vance to win just because I don't want Kamala to be president. I am the rare individual though that could watch it and be like, maybe I'm backing the wrong candidate. Don't get me wrong, I'm not thrilled at the prospect of Trump being our president. I just don't want Kamala. I can't stand, I don't want to listen to her for 4 years. She's a moron. Tesla, their deliveries came out. 462, estimated 463. Tesla, that was lower. That was higher. Model Y. Model 3Y were higher. Production, a little bit higher. Production higher. They know that Iran's oil infrastructure will be gone soon. Buy oil. I might have to order some extra toilet paper today. This whole dock worker strike, is toilet paper going to become a thing? Good morning. Good morning, Al. This the best division in football? Yeah, probably. Vikings look really good. Lions look really good. Green Bay looks pretty good. And even the shitty Bears look like they're could be a contender. Let's get the selling finished so we can buy the Robotaxi van. I forgot about that. That's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news. Elon is doing the same thing with Twitter for the right that the left was doing against Trump. It's insane. Oh, you mean like before it used to be left, now it's right? Yeah. That's what people with money do. They buy ways to persuade the nation. Whether it's in the past, it was, and it still is, but, TV stations. The rich would buy TV stations and newspapers and then write the news to persuade the vote. Now social media is a big part of it. Trump may stop that Ukraine war. I mean, maybe. The dock worker strike hit F us harder than these wars. Yeah. I just need food and toilet paper, bro. I can live with the rest of it. That mob boss is ready. They have the whole nation swimming with the fishes. Who is this? She looks familiar. Jimmy Carter? Jesus Christ. That's a rough shot. Candace Owens? I don't know who that is. Is that as embarrassing and you not knowing who Edward Snowden is? Jimmy Carter won't die. She's a big time conservative. Yep. I won't say that I never heard of her, but Devontae Adams hamstring as soon as he's traded to the Steelers. He's going to start walking. Watch. Oh, that's funny. It has been speculated that the Chiefs will look into trade with Dolphins. Yeah. I'm sure they're making that call. I would be pretty happy to bring Tyreek home. That would just be unfair. This has a better chance of happening than Devontae Adams. I'll tell you that. Though I don't know if Miami's ready to go scorched earth yet. They probably should. Like I mean, they paid Tua like a 5-year contract. That might have been a bad investment. If that bro retires, I don't know what that does to the contract. And remember when what's his face from the Colts retired? They gave him the money anyway. Yeah, 4-year, $212 million. How much was $167 million guaranteed? So I mean, Tua's got incentive to keep playing for sure. Like if you were Tua, would you continue to play? Like he's had quite a few concussions. You're young. You're going to make dumb decisions. I made dumb decisions when I was younger. Like I don't care. I didn't care if it was going to affected me when I was 50. I didn't have tens of millions of dollars on the line. Do you think someone like Tua is going to be like, man, I can make another $100 million. I just got to play a couple more years, bro. Tua needs to not suit up again. Yeah. Or just become a backup quarterback and get paid good backup money. Limit your risk. So he's gonna, yeah. He's definitely probably at high risk for CTE. All right, let's get a quick listen. I didn't listen. Let's see what this.
For you to not talk about censorship. Obviously, Donald Trump and I think that
Waltz looks a little bit like an idiot. Oh, is this why Don Rickles is trending? Because he looks like Don Rickles.
Ability to say he is still saying he didn't lose the election. I would just ask that.
That does not sound like the voice I expected to come out of him.
Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020
Yeah, this has to be why Don Rickles has been trending.
COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
It's a damning non-answer for you to not talk about censorship. Obviously, Donald Trump and I think that there were problems in 2020. We've talked about it. I'm happy to talk about it further.
Ability to say he is still.
He's part of the Green Eye Club. He looks like he's wearing mascara. That didn't really do much for me. Don Rickles. I saw Don Rickles trending a little bit on Twitter, and I also thought that he looked like Don Rickles, and now I'm just putting two and two together. Are the Jets and Saints? So he wants to go to the Jets or Saints. Obviously the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers, or the Saints because of Derek Carr. They played together at Fresno State. I don't know why he would want to go to the Jets. He's making the same bad choice that he made to go to the Raiders. Play with Derek Carr for a shit organization. You're going to an organization Unless you just want 1 year, you're going to go to the Jets and they're going to fall apart after this season, most likely. I don't know. Will Aaron Rodgers have another year? The Jets won't be able to afford Devontae Adams. Devontae's going to have to renegotiate his contract. His contract is fake as hell anyway. He's due like $45 million next year. The Raiders are going to cut him anyway. The Raiders already know it's a lost cause this season, so that's why they're so willing to get rid of a 31-year-old Devontae Adams. They're not going to pay his contract next year. He's either going to renegotiate or his ass is getting cut. I don't know why athletes take contracts like that, where like the last year or the last 2 years, the last year maybe, but the last 2 years where it's loaded and you're just going to get your ass cut and you end up not getting paid. I guess just so you can say you were the highest paid receiver at one point when it's never really going to happen. China's on fire. Coinbase green, let's go. Bitcoin's over 61,000, let's go. Choo choo, mofos. Is October back on? NASDAQ up 36. No one's worried about World War III anymore. I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. This is in Kansas City. I don't know. It was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. We went back to Kansas for my homie's birthday, and I've actually been to this spot. It's pretty cool. But this is Kansas City Royals in the playoffs. They beat Baltimore yesterday. So it's the best out of 3. They just need one more. Man,
Bring the lunch pail. All right.
I never really saw SoFi Stadium like they showed it this weekend. That's a gorgeous ass stadium, guys.
Oh my gosh. When they said home of the
This doesn't know justice of what it looks like outside. This looks like a goddamn meteorite storm. Yeah. This doesn't look like... These obviously aren't hypersonic. These don't even really look like modern missiles, to be honest. And the explosions they do... Oh, that isn't even a good... I thought I posted. Maybe not. Federal court rules it legal to bet wager on congressional elections. Does that mean everyone, or does it based on the state now? I don't know. It's weird that I can gamble on underdog sports or whatever. Don't do sports gambling, guys. Sports gambling is, you're guaranteed to lose your money. If you just do it to make things interesting and it's a little bit of money, sure. But just write that money off. Don't do sports gambling and think you're going to make money. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. No deaths in Iran was like, now you better watch yourselves, Israel. How can you tell what they are? They're a bunch of lights. How can I tell that they don't look like modern warfare? Tom, intern. Look at how slow they're moving, bro. They're falling out of the sky. They're not propelled. They're not like tomahawks that slam in fast. They're basically falling out of the sky like they almost like they have parachutes on them. And I did work at it wasn't Raytheon. It was Marquis, what is it? Marquis Lockheed Martin Lockheed. I can't even remember the name of him, bro. I helped design rockets at Lockheed Martin. Double down. Oh, I gotta pee, guys. Those are Timu rockets at best. Is that a model rocket thing? Is that a joke? Yeah, they don't look like modern warfare, bro. I'll tell you that. Some of that is shrapnel after being destroyed in the air.
Just literally over above us. I mean, I don't know how far away they are. And then we can see now intercepts that are taking place. No sirens yet.
No sirens where you are, Deborah, perhaps, but we can see and hear the sirens in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Let's just listen into what's happening in Jerusalem right now.
See a lot of, well, I mean, some of them are getting destroyed. Right over my head, like I don't. What's right over my head? He told us it's so true. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what a Timu rocket is, bro.
Extraordinary scenes here. You can hear those loud bangs over Jerusalem. The Israeli military has confirmed that Iran has launched missiles towards Israel. That's after the U.S. warning earlier that a missile strike from Iran could be imminent. And there are reports.
I'm not a nerd like you. I didn't do model rockets when I was younger. I was chasing the cat. That shit is frightening. Alibaba. Iran has unleashed its largest, firing 180 ballistic missiles late Tuesday, most which were apparently intercepted. Tehran has thousands of ballistic and cruise missiles. Shahab 3 is the foundation for all Iran's medium-range ballistic missiles using liquid propellant. Can carry a warhead of 760 to 1,200 kilograms and can be fired from mobile launchers as well as silos. Have accuracies of close to 300 meters of their intended targets. Iranian media reported that Tehran used a new missile, the Fatah 1. Tehran describes the Fatah 1 as a they did not use hypersonic, meaning it travels Mach 5. I saw no evidence of hypersonic missiles, but it's not even, I don't even know if it's known that anyone has hypersonic missiles that can actually be used. Tom thinks Timu is a rocket. I don't know I still don't know what a Timu rocket is. Is it just a model rocket? Just trying to market to Timu missile program? It's a clothing company? Yeah, it's over my head. And the truth about Timu. In the USA, we seem to be callous to these images, but I wouldn't imagine going, bro, that is so true. Like, it's even worse than that. It's like, I see that video, and I'm sure most of you are no different. When we see that video, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What's the price of Bitcoin, and what's the price of our crypto, and what's the price of our stocks? That's the United States for you. Tom's been in those forest trenches. You got that right, buddy. Going through that would be a walk in the park. The forest trenches were rough, but that would not. The forest trenches is a walk in the park compared to that. He graduated from honors. No, I told you it was Lockheed Martin. It wasn't Raytheon. In fact, I have a non-disclosure agreement right now. I'm working on those manta ray subs. I have a non-disclosure agreement, but I'm currently working on the manta ray subs over at Lockheed Martin. I'm dying to know what Timu is now. Just a clothing company? I don't know what this Timu rocket joke is. Color me stupid, bros. Are you happy? Bitcoin 61,370. Solana. I got some money, guys. Should I buy more crypto or should I just stack fiat? BTC trying to double bottom. Jason's trying to double bottom with Ricky. I'm going to ask my doctor for tadalafil. Is it tadalafil? How do I get this? Do I tell my doctor I have erectile dysfunction? Do I lie? Tadalafil. Tadalafil? How do you say it? Tadalafil? How do you say it? Why, have you done this before, Ricky? You get it just to be hard as F? Let's get morning wood. I just want it for... Seems all the rage. Tadalafil. I'm going to assume that's how you say it. Tadalafil, because that's kind of how you would say medicine names. Is a PDE5 inhibitor that boosts blood flow, enhances muscle growth by doubling hypertrophy, increases protein synthesis, speeds up recovery, elevates testosterone, and supports cardiovascular health. That's another reason I have been interested in it in the past, and may even improve cognition. Bro, is that what you do? It's just blood flow, but if you're on blood pressure medication, I wonder. Yeah, a lot of people take it for blood pressure. Well, he brings it up a lot, but is it a joke, or does he actually work for is he a pharmaceutical rep? Tadalafil increases nitric oxide. So do I have to lie to my doctor and say I'm interested, I have erectile dysfunction, or do I tell him I want to take it for like blood pressure and muscle pumps? Just say I'm interested in Cialis and they'll just prescribe it. Well, what if my doctor's going to ask me why I'm interested in it? I want a little more confidence in the bedroom. And he won't ask any more questions. So you must work for a company that pushes this, or you've done it before. Give us the scoop, Ricky. Michael Johnson in the house. How you doing, brother? Nattokinase dihydroberberine. I just have regular berberine right now. I'll get that later. And CoQ10 plus helps with all those things. You need to add what do you need to add? Benfotiamine. And one that don't know that I want to do. Some pig or some bovine thyroid. This is more for fatigue though, which I have a huge problem with. The ubiquinol version of oh, you're saying get ubiquinol? I think I've done that before. I recently bought CoQ10. Just had blood work. Even your arteriosclerosis is better. You quit. I didn't know you were a smoker. I'm glad you quit smoking. Smoking's definitely bad for arteriosclerosis. I wonder if I just had blood done. Blood labs too. It's good for the most part. I still have a few, like my AC1 or whatever is down to 5.9. It was higher. I have some issues with creatinine levels. That's due to the muscle condition that I have. My HDL ratio's a little off, but it's getting better, I think. My LDL is 110. Needs to be lower than 100, and my HDL is 32, and it needs to be over 40. So I need to get my HDL up. Eat a healthy diet, exercising, avoid unhealthy foods, quit smoking. I don't drink alcohol. My glucose was 115, not bad, but it was fasted. Yeah, my creatine's really bad, and my bun creatine ratio is bad. My platelet count was a little high. My vitamin D levels were high. I don't know that that's a big deal. My hemoglobin A1C was at 5.9, but that's down from like 6.7. My testosterone, did that come back? No, that's what I'm waiting to see. My testosterone's been a concern, and I may finally bite the bullet and do TRT. I don't really want to, but I may not have a choice. I mean, I have a choice, but last time, like this is 196 was my total, and 39.2 was my free. Like I basically have a vagina. You think your T is down? You can stay hard for a while, but then it goes down. Yeah, tadalafil, tadalafil. I mean, you got to get your arteriosclerosis down. Quit smoking's good. Eat healthy. I don't know if you eat healthy, but I would start doing that. Exercise. You can get on TRT therapy. I mean, you got to make your own decision on that. A lot of people are doing it, and it's all the rage. It scares me. But, I mean, my T is basically in the toilet. Yeah, it's Cialis. Tadalafil Cialis. Yep. We just covered that. We were covering that as you... But... Oh, here's the thiamine. It boosts blood flow, enhances muscle growth, increases protein synthesis, speeds up recovery, elevates testosterone, and supports cardiovascular health. Yeah, you join at the end. You just join at the end and immediately butt it in with coenzyme Q10 and something else. 4 days without. Oh, yeah. You're not out of the. You got a long way to go, bro. What are you doing to quit smoking? You're an asshole. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can get shit prescribed pretty easily over in the Philippines, can't you? Can't you just walk into the doctor and say, "This is what I want"? And they fill it out, or do they actually consult? Or is it pretty easy to get what you want? You have the patch. So are you gonna wean yourself off? Yeah, I'll tell you. I was addicted to Norco, and I did it. I got off of it one time with Subutex, and the withdrawal symptoms were terrible. I was miserable for like 28 days. Like the 28-day thing is real. A couple of weeks I had the shakes. I was sweating. And then I eventually fell back in and started taking Norcos again. And these were prescribed. I wasn't like, I was part of the epidemic. And then the second time I quit taking it because of mostly testosterone concerns. Oh, it's harder. They don't like prescribing shit. Well, that sucks. That makes me not want to move there. But the second time I just weaned myself off. I was taking 4 Norcos a day, one every 6 hours. So for a couple days, instead of 4 every 6, or 1 every 6, I take 1 every 8. And then I would take half of 1 every 6. And then I would take half of 1 every 8. And then I'd take half of 1 every 12. And then I'd take 1 a day. And within 2 weeks, I was off of it, and it wasn't bad at all. You take 1 pill for sciatica? Oh, Norco? Yeah, I stopped taking it because of testosterone concerns, but I thought I should just get back on it. It doesn't really help with pain. Like I've taken a Norco. Since then, it doesn't even do shit for you anymore. But I would urge you to get off of it and deal with it other ways. How much does it cost? Cheap compared to the US? Yeah, but you can't get anything prescribed. Oh, ADP employment numbers came out. Did that do anything to the market? Not really. Bitcoin 61.2. It's down a little bit. Oh, it's not Norco. Watch you come back and say it's Vicodin or hydrocodone. Guess what? That's Norco. It's just all of it. All it is the amount of hydrocodone versus the amount of aspirin. Some are Percocets, some are Vicodins. Norco is just better for you because it's less acetaminophen. Easier on the kidneys. I'm a hydrocodone expert. I went to med school for a couple years. You guys didn't know that. I washed out and became a firefighter instead. I can't wait to see who these names are that come out because of the Diddy thing, but is anything really going to come out? They said the same thing about Epstein. Not one damn name came out because a couple names came out, but nothing really happened. I did not watch any of the debate last night, so I have no idea what people are talking about today. And I'm I'm the same way, bro. No, it's for clicks. What's for clicks? Is this true? I mean, just because you were friends with Diddy doesn't mean you were in his sex trafficking and shit.
And lives. And the unfortunate truth is that there are more.
Okay, first of all,
Yesterday-
this is an old ass video. This has got what's her face in it. He's not. This was like 20 years ago, maybe.
It was the 148th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln signing the Emancipation
The hell is he
Proclamation.
talking? Oh my God.
Foundation, we are making a
Demi Moore.
commitment to launch and execute the Real Men campaign.
This is for clicks.
We are
Oh, the whole Diddy things for clicks, yeah. Things leak when things are major. Pregabalin, K. Barron for sciatic. I never heard of it. Used for epilepsy. Man, this shit looks like it's hard on your liver. I'd never Google the drugs you take, man. It'll just terrify you. It's not anal leakage, it's He doesn't look like he's doing anything to increase his health. Looks like he did some cold plunges for a week and then went back to woofing down the cheeseburgers. I've been walking now and plan to stop taking it. Truly, yeah. I'm gonna maybe order a treadmill today. Uh-oh. And we finally got a Ricky special. Made it quickly. He was a washout firefighter, but he was a sheriff. How do you sub these players out in fantasy football? Jason, you just full on the R word, bro. You're gonna make me look bad in front of all the R word haters? I could click on CJ Stroud and move him to quarterback. I'm done. Like, how the hell did you pass the law enforcement academy entrance exam? Do you have a high school diploma? You want to add a player? See that? Click on players. I got a stream full of stupid people. Like, what made you get into this, bro? Are you a hippie? It's retro, bro. Why are you putting that Thetsius? Are you gay? If I'm negative, it's usually because you put me in that freaking negative mood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that gets a thumbs up.
31.
He was a washout firefighter, but he was a sheriff. How do you sub these players out in fantasy football? Jason, you just full on. That's his Discord name. It's fine. R word, bro. I could click on CJ Stroud and move him to quarterback. I'm done. Like, how the hell did you pass the law enforcement academy entrance exam? Do you have a high school diploma? Oh, that's the best one right there. Do you have a high school diploma, Fifi Bag? You're using everyone's Discord name. That's Jason, Fifi Baggins, Chilmo Baggins. Yeah, be sure to go check out all his videos. This guy's a maestro. It's about to be lit. All right, I'm going to be honest. I've already started daydreaming. This is me watching Alex Jones. Jesus. Really try and focus right now. I haven't paid a lot of attention to what he said so far. Yawn. Oh my goodness. Jason said this was the 3 hours flew by. This interview is boring as hell so far. When does it start getting good? I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't forced to watch, I kind of wanted to watch this because Jason said the 3 hours flew by. This is not interesting so far. This is the most boring ass interview I've ever listened to in my life. I'm definitely gonna have a pizza tonight, bro. I just had a huge craving for tater tots. Now I can't stop thinking about tater tots. Oh, fuck yeah, extra ketchup. And salt. And hot sauce, bro. Some fucking jalapeno hot sauce. This is great because he went and found an old school video. Look, I got like plants and shit up in my room. Bro, that was like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, of course I had ranch to him. Look at that beard. Ranch is fine. Even mixing it with like barbecue sauces. Beard's looking good, bro. Can be pretty dope. Bro, this shit right here is so boring. Let me play my favorite one. Which one is it? Which one's the creep one? I might try one of those later on. Alone Elite. But you probably bought. Which one's the creep one, bro? I love that one. 'Cause I'm a creep. Did you get rid of it? Oh, here we go. The creep music in the background is so good. Iran. Radiohead song. Creep I can't stand. I remember I couldn't stand Bring the Beard Back. It makes me itch too much. Retro in the mother. How you doing, brother? Retro, what happened to your Telegram, dude? What's all over my desk right there? How you doing, brother? Retro, what happened to your Telegram, dude? Yeah, I don't really use Telegram, so I'm not. You guys did you kick me from your Telegram? Or maybe I don't know how to Telegram. Oh, the timing of all the creep stuff is just freaking like. You had to time that up. That was so good. Went through all the inactives. Well, tell that guy to suck my big fat hairy balls. That's fine. Your Telegram's lame as shit anyways. Over there talking about.
Hey, buy this shitty coin called the left.
For about 20 seconds and then 2 hours of fucking Jesus is great. Jesus is great. Everyone needs God in their lives. Who made JT a mod? I probably did a long time ago. Mofo's here way more than your ass is. In fact, man, I'm brutal. I'm gonna make inactive people. I'm gonna deactivate inactive people as mods on my channel. If anyone injures his neighbor, whatever he has done must be done to him. Leviticus. Oh, I never saw this before, dude. This is goat level. Them apples, bitch. This video is goat level, bro. This video deserves to be in the Smithsonian. Now you go tell your little fucking Telegram moderator what he did to you. Oh, that sinister chuckle. Look at that fat face. Punchable fat face. all you people that hate, I got some advice for you. I would strongly urge you to change your attitude. And did I mean to? I don't think I meant to hide him. Consider yourself lucky that you get to see such greatness. Why are you? Because he kicked me out of his Telegram. I do not wake up with a heart on every morning, bro. That was awful mean to put that in the video. Like, what did we need that for? Retro, do you still wake up with a heart on every morning? Bro, I never said that. Is that AI? I can get hard quick. Don't get me. What AI generator did you use to make this whole part right here? Don't get that faded. More AI, bro. What the? I want him to edit all your. Oh yeah, if you pay him, maybe he will. I don't know that he wants to do it as a job, but he is a fucking genius. He's a maestro. There you go, Ricky. Do you want a job? Yeah, he's really good. I don't even know what, does he do? I don't think he does. Is that just like part-time hobby, Ricky? Because you are really good at it. What are those? Ugly. All right, guys. I got a P. Bitcoin 61.5. NASDAQ now up 78. Coinbase only up 30 cents. That's pretty weak. MicroStrategy up 3. I was flirting with the idea of selling some Coinbase and going in heavy on MicroStrategy. I would pay him if it's reasonable. Yeah, I don't. You'll have to take that up with Ricky. I don't know that he really wants to do it. He's said in the past he doesn't mind doing it as for fun, but he didn't know about doing it as a job. You don't have the mind for that? Yeah, I don't either. I've done some video editing. It sucks. That's why I do lives. I don't like the video editing. And even the recent ones, I'll just get on and I've done a few short videos. I don't really enjoy doing them, but I just get on and hit record and then stop. Don't edit shit. You couldn't do it professionally? Yeah. All right. Oh, you used to do video too? I don't want to I don't want to do shit, bro. I just want to sell crypto, sell all my crypto, and then the hardest problem I have in life is what I do with my free time. Yeah, no one likes doing something you have to grind a lot. I would imagine sound design's a lot of grinding too, but if you enjoy it, if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. I definitely can't stand video editing. I don't think I would enjoy sound editing either. I mean, I love music, but I don't know about spending a bunch of time doing it. We need to get our winter bods in order. Move to the Philippines and have a beautiful girl? I don't know, bro. I need good health care. Dude, Bitcoin's moving, guys. Bitcoin 61.6. Yeah, if them doctors don't like writing prescriptions. 'Cause I'm a creep. Good healthcare here or Thailand? Yeah, but Thailand, you got to deal with the man boys. Philippines have man boys too, don't they? Aren't they both a little heavy on the man boys? Man, boy, girls. What are they? Man, boy, girls. You get a deal with the lady boys? I bet you do. All right, we're running late today, boys. Rep Beach, we got to get Tyreek Hill and home. Yeah, I agree. I was able to pick up the Dontavian Wicks in a couple leagues. I'm pretty excited about that. We want Devontae Adams. We got Devontae Adams. Me watching Iran nuke my bags and live. Yep, that's Americans. Start with the Jawan Taylor restructure. Yeah. I say just restructure. Yeah. Jawan Taylor drives me insane. You just want everyone. Buying that dip could have been the easiest trade ever going into the Robotaxi event. Should I sell my Coinbase for Tesla going into the Robotaxi event? It's down $10. Litecoin and BCH are going to explode soon. Not unless the bull market happens. Tom and I are desperate. We'll take what we can get on our hard Tadala filled. Oh, we're talking about the girls, the boy girls. You're scared because you know they're hot. Your Filipina is pure girl. How much older are you? If you don't mind me being noisy. 'Cause I'm a creep. He barely dunked that. Oh, that's DeMarcus Cousins. Wonder how much he gets paid. Yeah, of course. That dude wasn't for like, he had a Achilles. He had a snapped Achilles, didn't he? I'm 52 and she's 45. Investors sold Bitcoin and bought gold as Iran launched missiles at Israel. Tom Sosnoff legit said this morning when Vanetta Logan asked him, do you think people are selling their Bitcoin to buy gold? The words that came out of Tom Sosnoff's mouth are, if they are stupid. They should be half your age plus 7. Yeah, I was thinking should have gone younger. So 33, 7.5 years. Yeah, should have 26 plus 7, 32. Should have been 32, bro. 31 and you're a creep. 32 and you're good. What would you rather have 1 million in? BTC, ETH, ADA, Core, Sol? I mean, I guess BTC. You're not bullish enough. I don't want to name names, but Solana are taking good ideas and they're just going, well, what if we just centralize that? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. Cardano did some shit with NASA. All they really did was hold like a little class or something at NASA headquarters. Cardano's most complete tax tool is now entirely for free. Yeah, but it only does Cardano. I haven't decided yet if Travis' acting career is going to be good or awful. It's going to be awful, bro. He's a terrible actor. He's an entertaining person.
Good reason.
Yeah, he
I
wouldn't
can't
kill
see-
anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a...
I don't think...
What was that show he was in? I don't think it was Space Force, but it was like Space Force. His monologue was great.
Welcome back to Too Hot to Handle.
It's the ground rules of this retreat just 24 hours ago.
And we've been so good, Lorna. Me and Izzy hadn't even done nothing. Even that
Let's just get copyright strikes.
Thomas Papa fit, yeah? Stuff.
Hosting the villa, Rodney, and
It's Rodney, but then I wanted to, so I did. Guess I'm kind of wild like that.
Wait, Rodney, you hooked up with Glenn?
I know. We lost the prize money.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's not why we're shocked.
You could have snogged anyone and you went with Glenn.
It's not my fault. There's something about her. Listen to her voice.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
there was another rule break.
All right, that's not terrible. He was in some weird space show, bro. Moonbase 8. Oh, that show was so bad. And I had high hopes for it because it had I like him. I don't even know if they're going to show the clip with him in it.
Okay, so we've got a water crisis. Our water tank is empty, all right?
Oh, yeah, look, there he is.
So today's the 6th.
This has him in it, who's John C. Reilly, and what's his face?
Next water delivery is on the 29th.
What's his name?
That gives us 3 weeks until we have more
That guy?
water.
What's his name? I love that guy, but I can't think of his name.
Cap, how do we burn through a month's worth of water in a week?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty bad acting right there, bro.
Trav, I don't know. I'm stumped. In a week? I don't know, Trav.
And did he play? He played himself in this show.
I don't know. I'm stumped. I got nothing on that. It's a mystery, really.
Okay, so this is the dilemma. We're up on the moon. We've got to deal with this,
It's driving me nuts. I can't think of that guy's name.
right? We've got to find a solution. So I've done an accounting for all the liquids that we have up here that are drinkable, Got 14 gallons of bottled water. I've got some juice, some of the water we use for our toilets. All right, so let's show NASA that we know what we're doing. What are some other ideas?
What about the vegetable oil? There's some olive oil upstairs, canola.
You cannot drink vegetable oil.
It's liquid, so it should be drinkable.
The solubility is 0, so we can't use it. Yes, Cap?
You have to add vinegar to oil for it to be drinkable.
That's salad dressing.
I know.
You drank salad dressing?
Yeah, I had ordered salad and gotten a dressing on the side and then just didn't use it and then finished it off at the end.
You're welcome to it. In the meantime, I've started up the urine recycling machine.
Flight of the Navigator? No. I would have Flight of the Concords, maybe. That he was in that, wasn't he? You can't deal with young people. Yeah, I get that. Venus is perfect. That's her name? Hell yeah. Boots on the ground?
Oh,
I know.
I was really hoping we weren't going to have to use this.
Me too, but it seems to be working just fine if we just pass this around. Just fine if we just pass the machine. I've started up the urine recycling machine. I know.
I was really hoping we weren't going to have to use this.
Me too, but it seems to be working just fine if we just pass this around. This is deurinized. So this is pure water.
Oh, God. Is that the light that's yellow?
It is water. It has been DP'd.
This isn't some kind of fetish thing or anything. This is just...
No.
80s movies? I don't think is that the one with Leonardo?
No.
All right, well, let's give it a shot. Try it.
Now, one thing we could do is...
This clip's actually pretty funny, but I remember the show being terrible.
That's not water. That is very salty.
Moonbase 8. 5.9. Lasted 1 season. I think Travis was only in like the first episode. Yeah, 1 episode. Fred Armisen. That was okay. That clip was, yeah. Fred Armisen's funny, dude. Flight of the Navigator. Yeah, I never saw this shit. Paul Rubens, that's, what's his face? Isn't it? Pee Wee Herman? This is a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere. Boots on the ground is a reference to people need to actually go visit country and experience things before they talk shit. Yeah, but that's what I do best. 5'9". The show was terrible, bro. Great movie back then. There's a lot of people, I wouldn't say that. Someone told me they liked Space Force, but I thought that show was pretty bad. I couldn't sit through this show either. This was a 6-7. And I like Steve Carell, John Malkovich, Ben Schwartz. Lisa Kudrow. He jerked, yeah. I mean, who wasn't jerking off in movie theaters in the 80s? All right, boys and girls. You got an extra 34 minutes of delightfulness today. Holy shnikes, bro. Let's go. Spaceballs. I should rewatch I hated those kind of movies when I was a kid. Those slapstick comedies. I hated all like the Naked Guns. Hated them. Hated that type of comedy. And so I never really got into Spaceballs, but I've seen some clips of it, and it's obviously pretty damn funny. What's his name? Moranis? Yeah, that dude's funny. We got Bitcoin a little pump. Yeah, airplane. I didn't like that kind of huma. It's not a huma. It's not a huma. It's not a huma. You loved airplane? Most people did. I think I can watch it now and laugh. I love those. I hated what's his face from Naked Gun. Airplane is great. I don't know how you have ever seen Airplane. You're like 20, 22 years old, Ricky. Flying around Southern California delivering to dollar to people. Grow up, mofo. Guys, we got a little pump action going. Is it October back on? I'm now curious to see what Cryptos R Us had to say this morning. What is Invest Answer saying? Octa 2 Wars and Strikes not good. Bitcoin bull market will return in October. What the F did Bitcoin dump today? What do you mean? Why the F? Should have been a Y. Does he have anything other to say than war? Welcome.
Welcome back to Cryptos R Us. I'm George. We're all George. So, welcome to another Market Open stream, and welcome to October. Today is the first day.
The port strike.
Bitcoin kicks off October and eyes a historical 22.9% gain. That's right. On average, Bitcoin gains 23%.
Looks like he has a lot of
in
info
October.
in here.
Let's talk about it. Is it going to be different this time
Q&A,
around?
guys. Let's Q&A. Well, he's so cool with his multi-camera setup. We still need to wait for Israel's response.
You know, since I'm not an expert with
Solana ecosystem sees big surge. Who is this sexy mofo? 61.8. Let's do one more refresh on Twitter. Betting, I spent 4 hours analyzing week 5 games, so you don't have to. All right, Saul. No sell-off midday means rip right into close. That's Shardy B's bet. Betting on the NFL, blah, blah, blah. Jane Reed has more than 58 yards. Brian Thomas more than 53 yards. Najee Harris more than 57 yards. What? Who do they play? I thought they played a good D. Najee Harris against Dallas? I don't hate that one. Trevor Lawrence more than 218 yards. The dude's lost 9 in a row. They've allowed 300-yard games in back-to-back weeks, but Trevor Lawrence sucks. Brandon Ayuk more than 55 yards. Maybe. Oh, the Cardinals, yeah. Jaden Daniels less than 224 yards. He's been great, but he's only averaging 224 yards per game. And now Daniels faces the Brown. Yeah, that's a decent play, but sometimes good defenses get torched. Stafford more than 221 yards. I don't know about that one, bro. He's got no receivers. Who's he throwing to? Green Bay allowed 275 yards to Sam Darnold. Yeah, Sam Darnold's got receivers. Kurt in the house. I don't know what George in the house. Oh, George in you must not be driving the truck. Ricky's just all over the accounts. We're all George. Oh, you might not even be able to stay in the Philippines. You have to go in person to immigration. Like if you're married to a local, shouldn't that solidify it? They just had a submarine. They want good. Who wants good luck? I don't. Apparently China wants the Philippines. Oh. That's not you? Okay. Okay, Ricky, because you say so, we'll believe you. I know for a fact you're Kurt, and I know for a fact you're George of the Bungle. Did you get hacked? Join November 13th, 2011. He must have renamed this account. George of the Bungle 54. This is weird. How does this join? You can't change your name, can you? Can you change your Gmail? Oh, you can change your @YouTube, I think. This one was a recent one. June 14th, 2024. Kurt. See? What is this guy talking about? Oh, you're not married? Well, won't getting married change that? Probably George of the Bungle and Kurt is Ricky. We got a green dot on the 1 hour on Bitcoin. You told me what? Bro, I have 2 different profiles open on Google right now. It's not that hard. Just sit there and switch between browsers. Ban that fool. Good. Oh, nah, bro. Let Ricky have his fun. Let Ricky have his fun, Michael. That's Ricky. Michael, that's Ricky just having some fun. Kurt's been getting on your... Fun to use the hammer. Yeah, but I don't need you drunk with power. I'm the only one allowed to be good drunk with power. All right, guys. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to have a chillaxing day. Still got a couple things I need to do this week. I should do it today, but I'm probably not going to. I need to get my smog. Another set of blood tests. All right, everyone. That's my time. You've been great.